Hi all, I'm Raghav and this is my data structure Fundamentals-1 Search Fund 1 Assignment-3, and today I'm going to discuss about the following two questions. How does linear search work in an array? And second is how to find frequency of given element in a sorted array. So coming to the first question, how does linear search work in an array? So what linear search does is it will just search an entire array and go to each element of an array one by one and check if the given value that we want to search is equal to the value at ith position for the indices that we are on. And if it is, then it will return true, else it will return false. So we can see it by an example. I have created a program over here. So I have taken an int search, that is the input that we want to search from the user, and then I've created a bool is found is false, and then I've created an array of 10 elements from 10 to 100. Then I've created a for loop that will go from 10 to 100 and check if the word that if the element that we want to search is equal to the ith element of the array. If it is, then it will print out the position of the array, where it is on array. Else, and it will set that is found to true and break out of this loop. If the word is not in the array, then is found is false and element is not found in the array. So we can try it by an example. Let's say I want to search for the word 80, like if 80 is present in this array or not. When I run this, 80 is found at 8th position in the array. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 80 is found at 8th position in the array. So our program is working. So coming to this will take order of n time complexity, as it will search from first position to the last position of the array. So coming to the second question, how to find frequency of the given element in a sorted array? So we can do it by two approaches that I can think of right now. First is using the linear search. That will take order of n time, as it will go from first element to the last element, and if the element is found, it will raise the count by 1. And second approach would be using a binary search, as it is a sorted array. So binary search makes more sense, as it will help us to find the element more quickly when comparing the time complexity, as binary search takes order of log n time and linear search takes order of n time. So what binary search does is it will take the entire array and divide it in and find the middle element of the array. That will be midpoint, and it will search if the middle value is equal to the value that we want to search, then it will return the middle. Else it will search if the value is greater than the middle. If the value is greater than the middle, then it will discard the left part of the array and move to the right part of the array, and then it will search for the middle again, and it goes so on and so on. It will use divide and conquer method basically. So that's why it will give log n time complexity. So I have used log n time complexity in this. So let's see an example over here as well. So this is our array with 10 elements from 10 to 80, where I have the 30th element is repeating 3 times. So I have created a class frequency, an object of the class frequency. Then I am calling that count frequency variable function over here, and we can see that inside this. So what count frequency does is it will just take an array as the size of the array and the value that we want to search. Then it will check for the lower bound index. That will be the lower bound function that over here in private. And then if the lower bound is -1, that is if the lower bound is not present in the array, element is not there in the array, then it will return the 0. Else it will then search for the upper bound. If the upper then it will calculate the upper bound minus lower bound plus 1, and it will give us the range from that how many times the element is occurred in the uh, array. So the lower bound and upper bound both through this binary search. It will just I've taken an int result is -1, and if the highest value is greater than equal to the lowest value, then it will calculate the middle value, and after that, after calculating the midpoint, it will just see if the midpoint is equal to value that we want to search. If that is, then the result will be equal to mid value, and high is equals to mid minus 1. Why we are doing this high is equals to mid minus 1 is because we are searching for the lower bound of the array. So it will return us the leftmost leftmost element of the value that we want to search. If it is not, then if the array middle value of array is not is less than the value, then it will go for the right side. Yeah. If the middle if the value is greater than the middle part, okay, then it will go for the right side of the array. Else if the value is less than the middle part of the array, then it will go for the left side of the array and search for that again midpoint and midpoint again and again, and then it will return the result. Same is for with the upper bound as well, but instead of high is equals to mid minus 1, it will search for low is equals to mid plus 1, as we are finding the upper bound, so it will search for the rightmost element of that particular value. So over here the 30 is repeating 3 times, and we can take the input. Let's say if I want to search the 30 frequency of the 30 value, so it will return frequency of 30 is 3. Now if I want to search any other value, like if I want to search if um, how many times 40 is occurred in the array, so I will just search this and it will return 1, as there is 40 is return frequency of 40 is only 1 in this. That's all. Thank you so much.